Good evening. Welcome to the Trails Committee meeting, August 28th, 2025. I'm calling the meeting to order at 7:35 p.m. Let me know you're here when I call your name. Will Warren,
Here.
Tom McCoolier,
Here.
Sati Sharma,
Yeah.
and Kat McKee here. Great. Thank you all. Okay, so first order of business, I thank you, Sati, for drafting the minutes. Should I bring them up and put them on the screen, or have you had a moment to take a look? That would
I
require.
haven't really taken a look.
Okay,
So
well,
no.
it'll be easy to just step through them. They're pretty straightforward. And let's do that. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me know when you can see July 17th minutes.
Could you make it bigger?
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, perfect. Oh, lovely.
I know, right? Okay, is that good for everybody?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I'm just going to put on the screen and let me know when you want me to scroll down.
Mhm.
Scroll away.
Okay. I'm going to stay on number 4 here. Oh, there's an extra bullet under number 5. I'm going to remove it. Okay, scrolling, page 2. Okay. How are we doing?
Fine.
Okay. So can someone make a motion to approve the July 17 minutes as amended? Someone can say so moved.
So moved.
Does someone want to second that?
I'll second that.
Whew, pulling teeth, I tell you, people. Okay, let me just make sure that.
Because it's dark out at 7:30.
I know I was just 7:30 was like the time I thought that, it was okay to, like, that used to be the sunset time and now it's not.
Well, it has to do with that tilted earth thing.
Yeah, it's just. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, now what I'd like to do is to stop sharing real quick so I can pull up the other minutes. Give me a second. Okay, so we had a cancellation which I shared.
Yeah, you sent out one set of minutes is the cancellation.
Right.
Right. So I don't think you need to have those approved.
No, but I think there's a second one from 8:14.
Yes. Yes, there is.
Thank you. Let's try and get my story straight. Okay, sharing. Okay. All right. So this is from 8:14. And I will start here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to scroll down when you're ready.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Page 2. There's that meeting time, cat. And when I did these, I didn't even register. Okay. We good?
Mhm.
So I make, can someone make a motion that we approve the August 14 minutes
So moved.
and second? Anybody? Bueller? Can someone second?
All second. Sati, why are you so shy about seconding?
He's taking minutes. He's busy.
All right.
Fever. Okay, great. So thank you all for that. Okay, so next up, let's look at,
Vote
what was that?
vote on the,
Oh, thank you, sorry. So everyone in favor, let's do roll call vote to approve
We're
this.
voting on both of them, right?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Did I not do the roll call the first time?
Yeah,
Nope.
we can combine the two of them together.
Okay, let's combine both, the 717 and the 814. So all in favor, Tom McCoolier,
Yes.
Will Warren,
Aye.
Satyendra Sharma,
Yes.
Kat McKee. Yes, great. Motion passes. Thank you all. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to, second. I just want to get these taken care of. Huh. One second. Okay, great. So we want to talk about the bid. So let's see, I'm going to pull up the bid. Okay, so I sent over the bid last time and I sent it over again this time. So what I want to look at, we'll go ahead and do this. Let me know that you can see a big Peninsula Trail Boardwalk and Bridge project.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is one document. This is the second document. So there's two documents. One has engineering plans and design, and the other one has basically the town structure of what the bid needs to look like. What is missing from all of this, as I realize, is the entire summary of what the project is and what we're asking for, right? Because I'm just going to slowly scroll through this document so we can all orient ourselves. These are the engineering plans, right? So we've got this page, this
Mm-hmm.
page, this page, right? Okay. So that's that. And the second document, this is where we had some of the overview on the last time I went back and looked. So this is all the standard stuff, legal notice, right? This is a document that needs, the bid response form and then certifications and stuff like that. There's nothing in here that overviews the whole project. So what I'm going to propose is that we take a look at what we did last time. Because remember, we worked with Tim Davis to get that finalized. And so I'm going to pull that document up now too. This now that's being shared is our old bid from 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So similar thing, this is instructions, okay, blah, 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 blah. And then here we have
Yep.
the kind of the overview, what we're doing, about the committee, about the project. And so what I think I'd like to do with the committees, once we've discussed it, is to include this and reach out to Beals and say, this is also something we want to like include, because it's obviously, I think he didn't mention it, but I think it's just something we need to add to it and just make sure it aligns with what their expectations are of a bid, because they have more experience with bid documents than we do. So we want to make sure we're in alignment and that everything is written in the way that we want it to be written and represents what we need it to, and any tweaks that we need to make based on what we already have. So we probably asked for engineering services in here, and now that we already have them, we'll have to write this to reflect that. Okay. And so, I have, reached out, so Beals, they're available, Dave, is available tomorrow to chat about it, so I'll bring this up to him and ask him, if they can take a look at what we're looking at doing. And then what we need to do in conjunction is reach out to Travis, right? Share the documents with him. Make sure, it aligns with his expectations and understanding as well. And then we need to, once we've got a final document, I need to go ahead at the same time, let Melanie and Mark know that we're in this ready mode to go to bid. I believe Beals will be handling the postings, but we have to coordinate with the town because I know typically Mark or Melanie Melanie's a procurement officer, so she's generally the one who is responsible for this stuff. So I don't know if we're having an outsider post it. Is that following their protocol? Do they need to work in tandem or what? So we need to just coordinate with them on how that works. Now we have Labor Day before us, so it might be, I'll go ahead and reach out by tomorrow to both of them, get them in the know, and then we'll kind of set up our timeline from that frame. But it's definitely getting posted in September, which is great news. And then if you remember from last time, we posted it and then we had a bid. I think we had we set up a time to meet vendors or bidders at the site, so we'll need to post for that. And hopefully we'll get some positive bidders come back and that prices haven't gone through the roof, that we'll be able to, that we have enough money set aside to be able to do this. Now, one of the questions that came up during our recent CPA meeting was, and this is some research that we need to do, is it was my understanding when we went to initial bid, no, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. When we were working on the engineering services and we had approached CPA or CPC and asked if we could use the bucket of money that we had for phase one won't be fully used, if at all, on phase one. If we could apply that towards the larger, it's the same project, just the expanded part. And it was my recollection that we had received an affirmative for that. So we would be able to use that first 47,000 towards this trails project. And that came up in question during my last visit with CPC of whether or not that can be used for this part of the project, because it was, voted on at town meeting, and it depends on the way the warrant article was written, whether or not that money can be used for this, even though it's part of the same project, it's got to follow that protocol. That's important because if we cannot use that additional 47,000 on that piece, that's a big expectation change, I think, from us. So what we need to do is go into the minutes, and I don't know how you feel about this warrant, Will, but it seems like a great project for Will, because I know you spent a lot of time on minutes, but we need to go back through some of the old CPC minutes and find the meeting. And I can probably narrow it down given some email. I can kind of look at my email and see what that looks like.
But this would be to look for what,
When-
prior approval to do this?
Yeah, prior approval where the committee voted to allow us to use the funding from phase one towards phase two.
So are there any, keywords that you would think would be associated with this?
Yeah, I think one thing is I need to get a time frame, right? When did this take place? So that would be first order of business. Then I think the second order would be go back through CPC minutes, their agendas to see when the Trails Committee would have met with CPC, because generally they have that on their agendas. And then from that point, we could then dive into the minutes and start looking around. That's a more targeted search. So I've got to let me do some searching on when I think that was based on
Right.
our,
Yeah, I think it is June 5th, I guess. Just check
June 5th of what year?
this year.
Oh, no, I think it was, it wasn't our vote. It was
Oh, okay, okay,
yeah,
okay.
CPC's vote. Thank you. We did visit them in that, probably that time frame, to your point,
Yeah,
Sat.
okay.
But this would be CPC's minutes, and it would describe a vote or a discussion that the committee had at that time. So
Okay.
I don't think it's a deal breaker, but it is a big, adjustment to consider. If we had overage, we don't have that bucket of 47 anymore to think about, where I kind of was thinking about that in the first place. So, anybody have any, I don't know, thoughts or questions on the bid itself, or that approach that we've just discussed, as far as, kind of redesigning our overview, talking to Beals, and then getting them to agree that, with whatever we come up with for a summary for an opening. That work?
Mm.
Okay.
So an opening to,
An introduction to it's just a summary of the project, because that's what's missing from the bid documents right now. Like, there's nothing that says we want to build a trail. It just has all the details. It's just
oh, okay.
the summary. So we'll take what we had and try to rework it into that. Okay. So
I
that,
mean,
that's
but
close.
I mean,
Yeah.
the summary is going to be, is not going to have all of the other stuff that was included in some of the other documentation about why this is important to build because of diversity and all of that stuff, right?
No, it really sticks to the point.
Okay,
Not, forgive me, I'm not minimizing that those points are important. What I'm saying is the summary literally sticks to the project components of what needs to be done.
right,
Not the importance of trails and all the ancillary things that could be said about trails and the positive impacts.
okay.
Okay. So, so we're getting much closer, and that's good. But, yeah, so that's phase 2. And then as part of the agenda, phase 1, we still have to do the signage. So I think we had come up with, what did we say? Did we have it in our minutes? Did we talk about, because I think we talked about having a couple meetings in a row, and you weren't here, Tom, so now yeah, so I think we talked about Thursday, the 4th, as a work session to try to work through. We have to get through some of the signage, Tom, so we can get that on the agenda. We have to push through, because that's due by 12/31. We have no more extensions, nothing. So we've got to get the signage designed, the interpretive signage. We've got to meet and confirm the text that we want on it, and any maps that we're including, and any QR codes. So we were hoping to have a couple of work sessions, and that's why we kind of had a back-to-back meetings in it over a couple weeks. So we were thinking about Thursday, the 4th. Are you available?
That does work.
Sati and Will, are you both available on the 4th still?
Yes,
Yeah.
So I do see that I wrote down 6:30. I'm gonna take that back.
Do you want to start at 7?
Yeah, that work for everybody?
yeah, 7's fine.
7. Okay. So I'm gonna put it for 7 on the 4th. And what we'll expect to do is we'll have some feedback on the bid, so we may be able to finalize the bid. We'll have everybody's updated timeline, everybody being Beals and the town, and we'll talk about that on the 4th and get that.
Who's
if
gonna
you-
give us
for the future.
feedback on the bid?
Pardon?
Who's gonna give us feedback on the bid?
Beals, so I'll send them over that summary and make sure that, we're gonna put this in there, that they feel like that's the right, whether that needs to be reworded or reframed in some way because of their experience with bids. So they're gonna give us feedback. Travis from Recreation will give us feedback as well.
Okay,
Okay. And so we should be, barring if anyone's out next week, that might be a problem, but hopefully we'll be able to set the timeline and be able to move forward. And so I will come prepared next Thursday with signage language to talk about, and we will start to lay that out and get that worked out. Yeah, the thing I'm kind of paused on is the Native American history, getting that information. We still don't have a solid contact like we had before. It just didn't pan out. And then the map resource basically is the other thing. So I don't know.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out that the bid document,
Yes, sir.
if you look on the first page, those kinds of maps were taken right off of the the websites that you can access.
Yes, but yeah, and I mean in the end, and we've done that before, but I was hoping for when, I would like our map to look really professional and not homemade.
Yeah, I've been having a hard time finding any professionals. Who
So
will,
we'll do our best. And
yeah, I mean, any word from Amber? Have you?
yes, Amber called and I talked to Amber about the 5th November. So next Friday, they have a crew of 4 or 5 people
Okay,
that can volunteer for the to do part 2 of the natural surface trail. So I don't know who's available here. So I have to work, but I can show up like for an hour and guide them and show them what needs to happen. I don't know if anyone else on the committee has any time on Friday. It's a work day for those who work.
I can show up.
Okay. So it's gonna be about 9:30 on the 5th.
Okay,
Okay, and so I've got to get permission to park at Genzyme or the Sunapee. 9:30 to like 3:30, their book is what they're booking. It is going, and I'm gonna probably go out there this weekend and take a look to see the best access point, because if you remember talking about poison ivy,
Mhm.
it is all over that the side of the road and the guardrail, so there is no accessing it that way.
How about across the street from that Framingham Road, where the entrance is from Route 30 on the other, oh, you still gotta cross the river, never mind.
But no, you're right. If you walk further down, and you can get into there if you
Yeah,
walk
but
down
you-
the
But
road.
you have to cross the
Yes.
Stony Brook.
Yeah, well, you go down, you can go down the bank, it opens up. But
Okay.
remember, we could also, but this might be hard with tools, we'll just see. The trail that we built last time, like, the entrance of the natural surface trail where the boardwalk is going, and you can kind of slide around the side.
Mhm,
We've done
mhm.
that before. That
Yep.
might be the easiest access, but it's going to be a little hard to get tools in there. The brush cutter is definitely going to be useful in that world. And I don't even know if poison ivy is down there. I have to assume it's going to be down there, to the shrubby stuff, but that we cannot dig into the ground in that area because that's along the pipeline. So we're doing surface work only. So we're not taking a hardcore anything to pile, to get into the ground there. So we're gonna have to kind of like, I got to take a look and see if it requires anything, any special technique or what we might be able to do there that's going to be successful. And I'm curious, like also, and I want to talk to you guys about this. So, we had to build a couple bog bridges. If
Mhm.
we've got a couple volunteers there and we've got a couple people doing the trail work, I mean, it might be beneficial. And bog bridges are not hard to build. It's literally 2 boards, like I'll say 2x4. No, 2x4 is not the right way, but 2 flat boards on top of nailed to 2 other boards, perpendicular. So you're basically making kind of a cross, but it's a little bit more complicated than that.
but
And
but it's I mean the boards on top are like laid next to each other, right?
Yeah, there's like 2 long boards,
Right.
and
And
then
then
you
there's
have
a
2
whole
short
bunch
boards that you
of
nail
little
it.
short boards.
No, actually, you don't. Not a lot of little short. You're thinking a boardwalk piece. So if you're thinking of a boardwalk section, yes, you would have a lot of little like, you'd have your slats nailed together on two long boards. This is kind of the reverse of that. You think two long boards and they're nailed to two small boards. The boards are underneath. Let me just take it. Let me show a picture.
But then the question is, do people walk on this or what do they do with it?
Yeah, they do. I'll show you. Yeah, here we go. This is much easier than me trying to talk through a picture. Okay. Is this, are you guys seeing pictures now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. So for example,
Oh, I see what you're saying. This is
Yeah,
just, it's a
long
very
board.
skinny.
Yeah.
A very skinny little bridge.
yeah, and these aren't hard to build, right? You can see, and we already have the boards cut. So what I'm thinking is that if we have a couple of extra volunteers, this might be something that we want to have done while we're there. And we had budgeted for about two bog bridges, and the reason was the trail gets a little wet there, and it would help just keep people up and off, and it would help protect the land a little bit.
Yeah.
Right, there's one little thing here. I don't know if it would apply to us, but if you look at the two sections, right?
Yeah,
The two sections are just, they're not nailed to each other, they're just.
correct.
But the interesting thing is that the flush between the two is angled, so the second board is angled with respect to the first.
Yeah, this just happens to be the way that they're doing it.
Well, I mean, if we have a straight shot, then we don't have to worry
Yeah,
about
we
that,
do.
but if
We
we
do.
don't
Right.
have a straight shot, we do.
Yeah,
right?
we do have a
Correct.
straight shot. And you know what? I just had a great idea. Let me put it out there, because if it depends on how bad that shrubby weed is to get out of the ground, what if we just built on top of it bog bridges to walk?
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
And that
Um,
then you don't have to worry about weeding necessarily.
Right, because it's gonna be above it.
Now, what portion would this be of the trail?
This is, let me just go to.
It's not the portion we were working on last
No,
time,
no,
is
it's
it?
on
No,
the
but
other
it's
side of that.
adjacent to that, Will. It's on the other side of that.
Okay, all right.
You
No,
could
that's fine.
probably do it all the way to the dry area by the
Yeah.
by Stony Brook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might be a really good idea, because
I
How-
guess, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, how high is the shrubbery there?
well, we would still probably have to like
Cut it
weed
down
it
a little
down,
bit.
cut
Yeah.
it down, but make it manageable. And then that which is underneath the boards would not grow as fast. So where am I?
I don't know if you can really zoom into that area though.
Yeah, it's
But
kind of hard.
yeah, but the question I'd have is, I mean, the
Oh,
picture you
here.
showed
It's
was,
by Thomas. It's by Thomas in Framingham.
Yeah,
Well,
Thomas
It's,
Road.
it's
Yeah.
actually, it's
Right
right in
there.
here.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
the picture you showed is had just two parallel boards that
Yes.
you step on. You
Yeah.
could have more, right?
Yep. Yep.
You could if you needed to, yeah. But
So
this
if you
is
got-
like the simplest, and I walk on these some of them are even made of one. I walk on these all the time in the whites. They have them everywhere where there's bogs,
And if you actually go right off of 85 next to where the pike, Cordoville Road, 85, right where the pike goes over it, that's
Uh-huh.
that trail right there. And in the beginning are those. I don't know if you guys ever walked that little trail over there.
Is it our trail?
No, it's I don't know whose it is, Solve or the trustees, but at beginning, so it's right
Oh,
from
you
85,
mean
across
off
from
of
Rock Point.
85? Yeah, the Watkins Templeman Woods, right?
Yes, yes, it
Yeah.
starts off with one of these.
Yeah, okay. Oh, then they must, I think that's newish, because they had some boardwalk through the water. I haven't been in that trail in a long time.
I would say it's been there for a couple of years now, 3 years, 4 years that I mean
Okay.
that I walked
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, it lasts forever. You get a nice,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
no, that's a very good idea. Instead of like getting rid of all that stuff and worrying about it, you can actually
Yeah.
put these things there.
Yeah, let me do an assessment of our wood. If by any chance we don't have enough of the right wood, I could potentially buy some. Would the committee be okay if I made some decisions over the weekend if we needed some to get
Yeah, It's
get
a real wood or composite?
real wood,
Okay.
pressure treated wood. Yeah, real
Hey,
wood.
Catherine, what size are the horizontal ones
That on this
on the
bit
ground? Yeah, on the
that
ground.
we have or
Yeah,
these?
that what we have.
Oh, I can't remember. I gave the guy,
Are they probably like 8x8s or something?
yeah, I don't know.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was definitely at least 8 feet long.
no, I meant the
No,
ones
no,
on
no,
the
8 by
Oh,
8
The
in terms
horizontal
of,
one.
Oh, the horizontal ones
That
would
are
be
4
4
feet,
feet or
looks
3
like, yeah.
feet. They're small.
No. How thick is it off the ground?
I don't know. Why are you asking all these questions?
Well-
Oh, that's why. Yeah, it's not thick like this.
yeah,
But we
that,
could stack.
what's in the picture is almost
We
like a
could
round
stack 'em.
log, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
you
it does
can
look like
just-
a log. We could
you-
stack a few and make it taller. That's a good point, Tom.
But then we have
Um,
to somehow attach them together.
Yeah, you just screw them together. That's no
Yeah,
problem.
we have lots of screws, and now we have screw guns.
And we have Band-Aids for people that cut themselves with the screw guns.
All right, then
Yeah.
that's good.
Great.
All right, no, that's a good idea. I mean, I'll make a motion that if necessary, after Catherine's inspection of the bogs, if additional lumber is needed to be purchased,
Yeah.
I move to authorize that.
Motion,
Seconded.
I second it
Great. Thank you.
to,
So all in favor, Tom McCuller,
Aye.
Satyendra Sharma,
yes.
Will Warren,
Aye.
Kat McKee. Sweet. That might work out really well. I'm kind of
I think it's
excited
gonna
about
be
that.
even better than trying to get rid of all that stuff.
I think so too, and for maintenance, and honestly, probably because it's it's on a gas line that you don't want to really disturb much. It might be a
Yeah.
better approach and a safer approach to do that, less invasive. We just need to manage, like I think Will was saying, we just need to manage the foliage around it so that it's
Yep.
not so tall.
Which is a lot easier to do when you're above it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, okay, that's very good. I'm kind of excited now about that. Okay, so let's see what else. Oh, so yoga on the trails. We don't have our next one. What is our next one? Does anybody know? Let me see. What is our next dashboard? Hold on. Okay, so we have 171 people signed up for this series. So it doesn't mean not all of them in one session, but total all of them. And that's a good number.
Now, our costs do not go up if more people attend, do they?
Pardon? No, it doesn't go up. It's static. It's she charges us one for a session. So looks like the next one is the 13th, and we have 22 signed up. So that's great. And that can actually increase. She's had up to 40 signed up for some of them. Wow.
My wife went to one of them and
Did she?
she said it was very well attended.
Good. Yeah, that's great.
Hmm.
So that's a good thing. Okay, so that's the update there. Benches, we really do. So I keep threatening. But we need your pilot, Tom, if you still have it.
Yeah, let's just schedule a time like we did after work one day.
Yeah.
Are we, after thinking about it, is that location still good off of Deerfoot for one of them?
I like that. I just need to get permission. I need to find out who. I think I'm gonna start with MWA and say, hey, do you mind if we put a bench out there as long as we're respectful about where to put it for the mowing? And I think they'll probably be okay with that. And then we just need to kind of so we need to drop off a couple of them.
Do we want to bring one to Central Street, the Peninsula Trail too? We could probably do 2 in one night.
Yeah, we gotta do ADA Peninsula Trail. That's a good one to do. And then we could do Bay Circuit Trail, the one down there, off of Clemson and there's 2 words and I'm forgetting it. Remember where we let's see. Yeah. Clemson, is it Clemens and Nichols?
Yes.
Yes. So we
Off
were
of
gonna put one
Palmetto.
down there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
So we could definitely put 2 at one time, maybe if we could fit 3. But
Well,
we'll go
we
back.
might have to like the Deerfoot one, and then we drop that, and then we go back at one because we're gonna need a cart for that second one to drag it into the woods.
The one on for the ADA
Clemens.
one?
Oh, I see, there's three now.
Because there's a fence. There's that fence there in
Well,
the
actually, my car, I can fit one bench in my car, but we need the cart and the bench in your car.
Yep.
And so I think what we can do is like, we only need to drop one bench off at Deerfoot, screw it in. It does take a few minutes to do that. Then we go back to the shed, load you back up, right? And take a cart and a bench. Then
Yep.
one can fit in my car, and then we can go to,
Yeah, I can
That's-
fit at least a bench and a cart in mine, and if you
Yeah,
take the second
and then
one,
we
that'd
can
be
go
fine.
to Clint. Okay, so let's think about a time frame for that. So we're gonna, how about the week after the 9/4? So the week of the 8th. Oh, I'm not here. Oh, no. That week, no. Third week in September. How is that for everybody? The week of the 15th.
The 15th is it? Yeah, just Monday's not good.
Monday's not good. How about Thursday, the 18th? I'm only thinking because I work from home, so it's a little easier to transition.
All right, with the daylight savings being, not daylight, with that getting dark, is 5:30 possible or earlier?
You think earlier?
I'm putting it out there.
Yeah,
I
because
mean-
it's dark now. I mean, it's dark at 7:30. We saw that. So maybe 5:15.
What date are we talking about?
The Thursday, the 18th. How are you,
Okay.
Sati?
I'm not sure, but
Huh?
it doesn't look like anything might come, but
Yeah. If for now it's free, but it might change. Okay. So
Even
I
if you
think,
can't make 5, we could probably do a staggered stuff and just meet you back at the shed at 5:30 or whatever.
oh yeah, that's right. You could be second wave. That's right.
Yeah,
Sun goes
let's-
down at 6:50 PM that day.
6:50. Oh. All right, let's do 5 if we can make that work. Does that work?
yep,
Yeah.
I got my, yep.
Yeah, and we just do the best we can. I think we'll get better at nailing them in the ground. I think the thing that took the longest for us was drilling a hole into the plastic leg and then getting the screw in. That was just took the longest. And drilling into the ground because you could hit a rock or 5. But okay, so 5 p.m. on 9/18. We're also meeting.
I may not be able to make it. It depends. Well, let's say I will. Say that
Okay.
I will. Okay.
That's okay. We'll try our best. All right, so I've got that written down. I'll send out an reminder for that as well. Okay, so then we'll get those, and then we might have 1 or 2 left. We'll need to go ahead and sort through that. But we don't have to as long as we're making slow progress, we can make progress. That's good. Okay, so I think shed and tool organization we just talked about. Bench, the tool organization, I mean, it's okay organized now. I think we have a weed whacker to put together. We'll sort that out another day. We have bigger fish to fry. Appointment, next steps, we don't really have. Oh, that's actually carryover that wasn't meant to be there. Anything else from anybody for now?
Nope, I'm good for now.
All right, well, thank you everyone for your time. Let's adjourn the meeting. It's 8:14 p.m. And
I move that we
adjourn.
adjourn the meeting at 8:14 PM.
Great, so.
I will second it.
Second that, great, and roll call, Will Warren,
Aye.
Satyendra Sharma,
yes.
and Kat McKee.
And Tom Marco here.
Tom McCoolier, sorry.
Yes.
Hey, Will, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay, so just quick question for you. Have you recently been, did
Hey,
you?
Catherine, you're gonna stop recording since we're.
Can I do that? Yeah,